do you do the Running Man challenge? What's up, guys? I'm Zach.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I don't even know.
We just gotta make sure we're loud and stuff.
Loud.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Wrong. All right, dude. Let's do this video.
Welcome to Life of Doug. I'm here with Jose Perez Zamaripa.
I mean, I'm fine with that, honestly.
I'm here with Jose Perez, and he is going to tell us the deeds. You are working 2 jobs and going to school full time. How the heck do you do that?
I just make sure I have a good schedule, you know. So I work as a tour guide on campus. This semester I worked 3 times a week, and it would be in the morning, so before my classes would start. And then I work at the Buckle Warehouse, which is right across the UNMC building that's near UNK. So it's a really great job. Both of them, they pay well, good enough for me to pay for rent each month.
Tour guides, UNK, what do you all have to do with that? Or is it like their parents, or how does that work?
Yeah, mostly people from high school, they bring like their parents with them. There's been like a few times where they come by themselves. But yeah, we just try to make sure we talk about UNK as good as possible, just so we recruit new lopers and stuff.
So you're a senior. Are you graduating in May?
May of 2020. So
you got another
I'm gonna be a super
seniors.
Yeah, but luckily my scholarship helps cover like 5 years, so money's not gonna be an issue for me.
Sports. I heard you on 91.1 K Loper Radio. How did you get into broadcasting? How did you get on the radio?
So I actually got on the radio thanks to one of my professors. I don't remember the exact name of the class, but my sophomore year I took a speech class for my major. And one of the first speeches we had to give was talking about our life. So I had to talk about like my hometown, what I like to eat, and my future plans. I mentioned how my dream job is to be a soccer commentator. And 2 days later, I go to that same class, and my professor was like, "Oh, hey, there's actually someone in the communications department that's looking for someone to work with the radio station." And like, I was really thankful my professor told me. I got into contact with the guy in charge of the radio station, Ford Clark, and he gave me the opportunity to commentate those soccer games.
That's awesome, because I remember I was in my car, I turned on the radio, and I like, that's Jose Perez, because we were roommates freshman year of college. That's right. But I was like, oh my gosh, she's on the radio. It's so exciting. Because you were doing the girls' soccer game, right?
Yeah, so just the home games for the UNK women's team. So when I first did it my junior year, I did pretty much all the games they had. This semester, I honestly didn't have that much time just because of my schedule. But I still made effort to like commentate like a few games or so, and it was still a good time.
That's good. That's awesome. So I know you're you're a big soccer fan. Your favorite soccer club?
Oh, Chelsea FC from London, England.
That's good. Very good. And you also like wrestling, right?
Professional
big
wrestling
fan.
Yes. Biggest
Sasha Banks.
I'd say I'm maybe one of the biggest ones in Nebraska. I honestly think so.
I think so. Because we went to the Boston Arena in Omaha, and we saw NXT.
Yeah, NXT.
Yes. I'm learning.
Got a picture with one of the wrestlers, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
He's not actually at NXT anymore. He's on Monday Night Raw now. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was such a nice guy. Like, and thanks again. Like, he was the one that took the picture for me. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, you were pretty much like squaring up with him. He's like, get him out.
Oh no! So this is what happened. It was a completely different wrestler. So his name was Bobby Fish, and even if you don't watch wrestling, you should know that there's always like a good guy and bad guy. Well, this Bobby Fish guy was acting as the bad guy, and so there's a rule in wrestling where if you're outside the ring for a certain amount of time, you get disqualified. That's what happened to Bobby Fish. And I don't know what happened. I think I just stood up and I had my arms up. I'm like, what are you doing? And I was like super close to the entrance ramp, so he saw me. And then he looks me dead in the eye. He's like, I could not focus because you kept making noises during the match. It distracted me. And you probably remember I was just looking at Bobby, like trying to act like a tough guy, just nodding my head.
I know, and I was sitting between you guys, so I'm just gonna sit down.
He didn't try to help me for some reason. Yeah, thanks for that.
It's fun. But then also, not too much longer, we're back in Omaha. You met AJ Styles.
Yeah. So this July, during this year, we went to, this time, it was the CenturyLink Center, but now it's the CHI Health Center. That's what it's called.
They changed it.
Yeah. So there was a wrestling event going on that day. But before that, they were having autograph signings at a Cricket Wireless store. And that's when Douglas and I met AJ Styles.
Oh, and that kid passed out.
Yeah, so this was on July 3rd. It was really hot. And
Like me.
anyway, this kid that was in front of us, like, I guess, like, he didn't get hydrated enough. So he ended up passing out, and they called, like, the ambulance. And it was a little scary. I felt bad, but... Yeah, so hopefully that kid is doing better.
Rest in peace.
I'm hopefully he's still alive.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you going to be commentating Raw? Is that like a possibility in your future, or are you just going to stick to soccer? Or what?
You know, I won't lie. I've thought about commentating for, wrestling. Maybe it will happen. Who knows? But I would not be against the idea. I mean, I really like to travel as much as possible.
Right.
I don't get that opportunity as much because it costs money, in case you guys were wondering. I drive a Malibu, so... But maybe one day, yeah. I mean, traveling across this country. Sometimes they even go to Europe, so it's definitely something I would consider for sure in the future.
First interview of the channel, Jose Perez, the one and only, best for first.
Thank you so much, man.
You betcha. Adios.
And then we can edit that part out.
Yeah.